Is there finally a universal solution for MP5 and MP45 mags in the airsoft world? We'll find out in this episode of the Gear Guide. So if you guys have been playing airsoft for a while and you're into real gear, no doubt by now you know what an HSGI Taco is. It's that great magazine pouch that fits about any rifle magazine out there in the market, AKs, M4s, and such. And they've also had pistol mag pouches too that fit just about anything, including multi-tools. But what they haven't had until now is something for submachine guns. And that's where the Extended Pistol Taco by High Speed Gear Inc. really steps up and fills a niche in the market. Now, up until now, you've had to go and get a purpose-built magazine for whatever SMG you guys are running. So if you're a big MP5 fan, you have to go search around, get some MP5 mag pouches, and run that. Now, if you wanted to switch over to, let's say, UMP45, slightly larger mag, now you'd have to go track those down, and the same thing goes if you were looking for like a P90. There's not many options out there to run those type of magazines on your rig, especially in the airsoft world. Now, while those guns are super cool, I've always shied away from them because of the challenge of getting the magazines to fit in any pouch securely while you're playing. So that's where, like we were saying, the Extended Pistol Mag by HSGI steps up. Now, the one we're looking at here is an urban gray color, but it comes in a lot of other colors too. It comes in Coyote Brown, it comes in OD, it also comes in black, and some patterns as well. I think they got it in ATAX AU and Cryptek Highlander, and multicam on top of all that. So based on whatever pattern you're running, chances are there is a taco that will fit. So personally, I've just picked up a UMP45 not too long ago, and I really haven't had a chance to play with it too much because of that challenge, but check it out. Right here, it fits no problem inside the taco and holds it really securely, but when it's time to actually pull it out, it's easy to get out as well. And it's not just the UMP45 mags that fit in here. You've got a lot of other options for magazine fitment. I also have an MP5, so if you're running MP5s, they fit in here no problem. And the good thing about it is there's just enough gap on the top, so if you run like those mag pull, speed pulls, it'll still fit and not have a challenge getting it into the mag pouch. And what's also neat about this is, let's say you're not running an SMG and you're just doing pistols for right now, then you can still run your pistol mag. Even though it's taller, it'll still fit here in the top and it'll stay secure. And if it's a little loose, no big deal. There's an adjustment here on the bottom. You see this cord hanging out in the slide lock. All you have to do is just cinch this sucker down and it will shrink down and really hold anything securely. And these are not just for pistol and submachine gun mags. You can actually use a lot of different things in here. Long flashlights. I've actually put zip ties in mine already during our test. It holds a bunch of zip ties if you guys are playing a game where that's something that's involved in it. Or if you guys are into like some security work and you need one of those snap batons, all those things fit in here perfectly. Basically, anything that's too long for a regular pistol taco will fit great in the E-Taco. So if you're not familiar with them, this thing really does kind of look like a taco when you look at it on the sideways. The stitching's great, it's made in the USA, and on top of all that, you get a lifetime defects warranty with all your HSGI gear. And there are not many companies out there that are stepping up with lifetime warranties, especially on gear that's designed to be worn really, really hard. Now the E-Taco, like all the tacos, attach to your gear using a malice clip, and they actually give you one when you purchase it. But there is a downside, and you guys have probably heard this already. These things are not that fun to install. They are a bit of a challenge and they take some practice, especially when they're new and you haven't worked in all the webbing here on the backside. So what you got to do is get a flathead screwdriver, get a pair of pliers, watch their video. HSGI actually has a good video to show you how to weave the tacos onto your gear, and have some patience. It does take some time the very first time you put these things on, but chances are you're not going to move your gear around that much, so it's not that big of a deal at all. And once it's on, it's on. I actually have a couple full-size tacos I've had for years now, probably like almost 3 years, I guess, and they go right on and right off, no problem, after they've had a chance to stretch in. So if you guys are in the market for a very versatile magazine pouch that'll hold just about anything that's long and slender, then take a look at the new HSGI Extended Pistol Taco. You can pick them up for right around $26 US at your favorite online or local authorized HSGI dealer. So what do you guys think of magazine pouches? I mean, a lot of my gear, I run dedicated pouches, but I keep coming back to the tacos every time I take them off. It's just frustrating to get set up, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go run my AK. I have so many guns. it's kind of a challenge to keep up with all the different magazines. But are you a fan of this? Do you guys own a UMP45 or an MP5? And if you do, are you thinking about getting one of these to fulfill the need of having a real solid and functional magazine pouch for those SMGs? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious. And I also want to know what your thoughts are on urban gray. Is this just a fad? Is this color really here to stay? Is the gray man thing a great idea, especially for urban combat? I want to know, so hit me up in the comment section below. And that's it for this episode of the Gear Guide. I will find you guys in the next episode where I review a bright blaze orange camo uniform that's supposed to conceal you in any environment.